podcast. We're playing Seasons of Ghost. We've been partying the last couple of weeks. You guys still feeling it? Still feeling the energy of the party we've been having the last couple of weeks?
Oh, yeah.
They call it a festival.
I call it a party. Which god from like which pantheon do you think you're most likely to worship? And why?
Oh,
So choose a pantheon and then choose a god from it. There's a lot of pantheons out there.
Yeah.
Pathfinder?
I was thinking
Or like human?
you, Kyle. I guess you could choose from.
Like human ones or Pathfinder ones?
Let's do Pathfinder ones.
That feels like more fun.
More topical.
Yeah. Balumdar,
That makes sense for you.
the god of all things massive.
Keep going.
Okay. It's got edicts and anthema. Are you guys ready for this one?
I just want to know why.
I'm going to see if I can swing.
Yeah,
So the edicts
okay.
and anthema.
Got it.
Right? So the edicts are to become as large as you can, which I think people spend too much time trying to get smaller in life. You know, I think we should all try to fill up a little more space. I like that. To protect megaflora and megafauna. You know, that's an important thing. You got to do that as Balumdar. And then the anthema is that you're not allowed to hurt anybody with your great size on accident anyway.
On accident.
Yeah. Which I think is also great, you know, because we should be responsible. You know, if you're awesome and you take up a lot of space, you should be careful that you aren't hurting other people. So I like it.
I think I would do Shaylin. She's a very popular Pathfinder deity. And she is the one of her edicts is to be peaceful, choose and perfect an art, lead by example, and see the beauty in all things. Anathema is to destroy art or allow it to be destroyed unless saving a life or pursuing greater art, or refuse to accept surrender. But I really like to see the beauty in all things and appreciate what's around me.
You like trees.
I do like trees and plants and animals.
I like how you guys are like already knew the answer to this question, where I'm sitting here scrambling through this list of gods and pantheons and Pathfinder.
Okay. You keep looking.
No, I found it.
Okay,
Because I remember this one specifically. Caden Kalen, the one who like
The accidental god.
Yeah,
The
Fail
drunk
up.
god.
the guy who just on a bet like goes and just passes the trials to become a god. He didn't
Yep.
even want to do it. It was just a drunken bet. He just gets drunk, blacks out, and wakes up, and he's a god.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Like that's yeah.
I like that. I have a
resonates.
second because I'm going to create my own pantheon. So my second
Krampus.
is Dio Mazel. He's a giant like hooded cobra with 80 arms, and he's a god of war. And his edicts are, well, I don't know if I love this, but you know, whatever. I guess I've already committed to it. Remain celibate, detached from worldly pleasures, meditate, utterly destroy your enemies, erase all traces of defeated foes. And then anathema is to provoke a fight or to give mercy to anyone who provokes a fight with you. So I love the idea that you don't pick fights, but if somebody does pick a fight with you,
them.
you erase all traces of their existence.
That kid that punched you in the chest during that
I
badminton
let that one
tournament,
go.
you was just
I
destroyed
should have
him.
hammered that kid.
Yeah.
Nah, he was a sweet guy. I was probably being a dick too. I can be a bit much sometimes.
Sometimes. I like most of the Pharasmic deities. There's one in here from our campaign with the boys. I really, really liked the way that you played Callistra, and like having Callistra as just sort of a centerpiece of the whole campaign. That was really, really fun to have a god of pettiness.
Yeah. Petty vengeance.
And there's really a lot to do with that. The other one that I really like is Shaylin,
Yeah.
the Eternal Rose. Be peaceful, choose and perfect an art, lead by example, see beauty in all things. Anathema, destroy art or allow it to be destroyed unless saving a life or pursuing greater art. Refusal to accept surrender. And that one's pretty good.
He was Googling while I was answering.
I did want to talk about the Calistria one because that is just like player gold.
Yeah, it's so good.
So much fun that we had with that.
Yeah, we'd show up in every temple just slapping people. It was fun. Excuse me? Slap them.
And you know, it being a god of jealousy, you know, you could just turn the tables at any time for any reason.
How dare you look at that other god?
And you get to let out your inner pettiness.
Definitely hold grudges.
Yeah, it's fun.
Good answers, guys. 2 for Shaylin, 1 for the drunken god, 1 for the big god.
You?
I was going to see if I could get away with it.
Nope.
I am a fan of your guys' answers. Sincerely, like Balumdar is on my list. Caden Kalian is extremely high on my list. But there's one that holds a very special place in my heart, and that is Grandmother Spider.
Okay.
The Weaver.
Yeah.
She's like a very atypical deity. No one ever thinks of her, but she's also the only one that has consistently bested the best of the gods, like Abadar, Asmodeus. Like, she's the only one that can like pull one over on them. And she's good, but I don't want to say like necessarily kind, right? Like, how many of you have had a stern grandmother that like, loves you very much, but has a firm hand sort of thing? That's how I think of Grandmother Spider.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say she's an actual spider.
She's represented as a African woman with 8 hands. 8 arms.
I was wrong.
I think she can shape change into a spider. Her edicts are be skilled and clever, think for yourself, take due payment for your work, and humiliate the powerful.
So definitely not like a Queelag sort of situation.
Anathema is abuse someone you have power over, harm someone who has given you sincere kindness, let slight go unanswered, and own a slave. Shouldn't own slaves.
If you're coming to Pathfinder from a different system,
You're wrong. Like, just come to Pathfinder.
You're right.
Yeah, you're right for coming over.
Yeah.
Jeff.
This might also work if you've been playing for a while, I guess, and you've never really looked at it or whatever. I know I've talked to a lot of people about playing clerics or champions, like religiously themed characters, and they feel very penned in by other systems. But there's like 300 deities in Pathfinder, and there's some really wild and funny and like enjoyable edicts and anthema and stuff that you have to follow as a servitor or whatever. It's a good time. Like, I can't encourage you enough to go through and give them a read and just have a giggle at some of the silly characters that you could make out of some of those things.
A lot of flavor.
Yeah.
A lot of spice.
This is one thing that I dislike about, like you said, the clerics and everything. People feel penned in by their religion and who they choose as their god. But I've always felt that the relationship between like a cleric and their god doesn't have to be this strict, like one strike you're out kind of thing. Like Gardas' relationship with Torag, like the way that I play it is just he's just been what is it? Like pious towards Torag and just crafting. Like, he didn't set out to become a cleric or anything, but just through his actions, he has shown that he's like worthy of Torag's acceptance.
Right.
And so even though he doesn't know a ton about specifically Torag, like Torag has seen him and done that. So I've always felt that you don't have to have a specific like relationship with that god and whatnot, because I agree that it kind of could pen you in.
Yeah.
But you don't have to do it that way.
Yeah, like a lot of people get stuck on the idea that you have to be like a lawful good,
right.
Character or whatever. And there's a lot more freedom in those classes in Pathfinder than there are in other systems. So,
yeah.
I'm going to take it to the recap.
Noise.
So the last few weeks, we've been celebrating the Festival of First Long Night, the official change of the seasons here in Willow Shore. A lot of people in Willow Shore are like kind of on the fence. Is this a good idea? Our festivals haven't been going too well, but Old Mitsuki was on board. Tradition, damn it. You guys were on board. And that tense, exciting atmosphere kind of manifested in something kind of great. On the morning of the festival, you guys all start getting ready in earnest. Violet takes some fish to start a fish fry before taking Ari out to the outskirts of town, where you discover a secret berry grove where you not only replace your die, but get enough food to make this occasion a little extra special. Garda sets up an alcohol booth with a little help from Osu. And that went really well as well, because Osu,
help quote in quotes,
to pull a prank, kind of mess with this alcohol a bit. And as the festival gets into full swing, we start with Admiring the Moon, where Violet prepared a song, Ari and Midge prepared a poem, and it goes really well, other than Ari, who just breaks down right in front of everyone. Just starts sobbing. It's pretty embarrassing. Gordy, you should get yourself together. You guys
I cried too.
get deep into the revelry of the party. You're feeding the animals. You're drinking. Ari breaks out into a song after having a pretty special moment with Osu. And then we start getting into the heart of the competitions, and you begin to realize that some of these partygoers have stained mouths, and they're especially intoxicated. Violet Wagon and Gardas go into the bundle cutting competition. And what a one-sided competition it was, as Violet gets off to a really fast start, Joey Woey right on his heels, and Gardas got the closest he's ever been to actually cutting a bundle.
Throughout my entire life.
Ari places second in the lantern making contest, losing out to Sojin Yu, who built a beautiful devolving flyer that went through several stages. Osu, who couldn't seem to connect to twigs.
Poor guy.
He connected his two hands.
Mitch
though.
was watching.
Yeah, mortified. Violet leaves to go comfort Stefan, who had it rough after the Admiring the Moon competition. And Osu skulks off to moat, but that's when he sees his father on the hill, overlooking the little shore. It's pretty late in the evening now. Some festivities are winding down in places. Some, in smaller places, are picking up. What's the hero point situation?
Dose.
2,
3.
3,
Still dose.
2,
1.
1. Ba-dum-bum-bum. You guys being Gardas and Ari are watching the last of the lanterns take flight. None of them as amazing as the ones you've seen.
Ari, none of these are as amazing as yours.
Do you mean that, Curtis?
Well, of course. I mean, she did have like multiple stages and everything, but your flower was the best by far.
Thank you. That means a lot.
As Violet turns
Phoenix,
to leave, you realize that Stefan doesn't want to quite be left alone yet. So, like, you go to leave, but he's kind of just, like, following you around a bit.
What did you do?
I made a friend.
What's he doing here?
Is this going to be your GMPC that you just bring around with us everywhere now?
It seems like it's yours.
Stands on the background. He's like, you guys don't know. You don't have receipts for those weapons.
Always asking Violet to pick him up.
Yeah, uppies.
Oh, so you see your dad off in the distance.
I give up trying to make my lantern float, and I just let it sink. And I make my way over to EE.
You begin making your way to your father, Osu. This part of town is pretty quiet. People are in bed or have already closed up shop. Then you have to kind of go, again, just outside of the northern part of town to make it to this bluff. So all the buildings are in front of you. And as you go up to the switchback, you kind of realize how beautiful Willowshore is tonight. You know, the festival First Long Night is anything but dull. There are lights everywhere. There are still some lanterns in the sky. It is quite the sight. EE stands at the top of this, but he does not look like anything you have seen him before. He is wearing like a very unceremonial, like Heian Shizoku. You guys know Shizokus, the long sleeves, like think like priest or scholar.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's mostly black. It has accents of blue, and it's very loose on his frame. He wears a belt of chain. He has like a bandolier of kunai. His sleeves hang way heavier than they should, as if there's, stuff in them. He's decked out, right? He has a purple Jing mask that rests on the side of his hooded face. And he takes you in as you approach, and his eyes are very familiar. Again, you remember the last time you've talked to him around your mother's funeral. He's always kind of had this sickly tone about him ever since he was captured. So the current brings you here. And he's now kind of looking down at his hands as if he's playing with the surface of the water. My clever Osu. Like a bird who knows the storm is coming before it stirs the trees. You've always been one to find your way. And he really takes you in now, and his eyes are surprisingly how you've always remembered them. They're strong, patient, they're kind. You don't know if you've ever known anyone so damn patient. But there is a difference. Behind all of this is something profoundly lost. A very simple brokenness. You must feel it. You must feel it more distinct than most. So strong, my son. I am so proud. But too many shadows. And far too much weight. A man can drown under it. No matter how strong he thinks he is. And he reaches a hand up to your face and he's cupping it briefly. It's very soft, and the pride he claims is so painfully evident. I thought traditions would keep us afloat amongst the indifferent tide. Stones in my pocket. Everything. Eventually, it sinks. And he peels his eyes away from you, releases you. He steps to stand beside you now, you guys facing in opposite directions. He's facing into town. You can barely make out the dark silhouette of the great willow high on the horizon. Now he rests a hand on your shoulder, but it's light. As if he's not really resting it, as if it's hovering just above. And his cough is ever so persistent. Give me a perception check.
Do I feel like I want to hear about this one? This feels like a very
What did you roll?
I rolled an 8. I feel like I can... Oh, come on. Sure, why not? Have him burn him.
No,
You
I don't think you can do that.
no,
I think
dang
you
it.
spend it and you have to take the next thing you roll.
All right, it's 5 on dice plus 7. So, 12.
You have chosen the trail where the brambles are thick and filled with choking vines. A path of danger. A path of restless nights. A path that leads to way more questions than answers, Osu. And now he squeezes your shoulder tightly before letting go, and he turns to the west and out of Willow Shore. You think I do not see it? You carry so much of your mother, of Usa's fire, he says almost reverently. But remember, my strong Osu, fire burns, an all-consuming heat to burn down the brambles, or the world, a fire that now seems to have grown cold. He says as if just asking himself. Now he steps farther away from you. Farther. And he turns to look you in the eye. Forlorn we are to walk the same path that must diverge. To answers or to ash. Osu, please take care of Violet. He needs you more than he knows.
Dad.
And far more than he will let on. And as you say, Dad, he steps closer, but, kind of hesitates. And though you're both holding still, the distance between you is stagnant. You know it is growing all the same. His voice lowers, and you can see now that he has a black stain on the corner of his mouth, but it is not the same that you've been seeing all throughout the night. As you tread this line of fate, as you hunt this curse, track down the monsters that may, keep your eyes open, and stay on guard lest it steal the parts of you most worth keeping. And now, he gives you a smile, but there is nothing familiar about this smile. It is faint, it's not reaching his eyes, it's almost bitter. You will know how to find me if you need anything of the man that's left. And he turns and just leaves.
And Osu cries. He's so sad.
Hero point.
Osu?
No.
Oh, I get one?
You.
Yeah.
That's the first one you've gotten this whole podcast.
No, I think Kyle gave me one earlier.
Oh, really?
How am I supposed to explain this to Violet?
I would never give you. He's not going to understand anyway.
That's why he knew he had to be Osu.
So EE just leaves, just up and walks away?
Looks like he's dressed for business, though.
If he was even there to begin with.
Yeah, is he...
I think he's still alive.
Is he normally, like, this is sort of a warrior garb with a chain around him and everything? Is he normally like this?
I mean, both him and Mom were refugees and didn't really like to talk about their time before they came here. So
There are points without the story, though, where we'll remember Osu being like, don't you remember Dad teaching us about this or this sort of thing?
Yeah.
he taught me how to fight.
Yeah. Interesting.
Now you have to explain it to Violet.
So
do that whole speech again.
Yeah.
things are winding down. Who's staying up and who's calling it a night? Because this is also relevant.
I don't think that Violet is a stay out late kind of guy.
It's midnight 30.
Yeah, he's in bed already.
Well, no, you would be on your way because things just wound it down. Like,
Yeah, that's fine.
okay.
Me and Stefan are going to go cuddle up by the fire.
Stefan probably wants to know if he can stay with you.
Yeah,
What
no
does
problem.
how does that go?
Okay, Stefan. Well, I'm going to go to bed now, so you should probably, Mr. Violet, can I stay with you guys just for a little bit? Not like I'm not moving in or anything, but can I stay with you guys for like a day or two? Just tonight, maybe? Yeah, whatever. Okay, sure.
Whatever.
Yeah, let's go. I sleep in front of the fire. Let's go. That's it.
Great.
Have you guys seen Osu? He walked off after the lantern.
Osu's always wandering around. He's probably trying to avoid Midge.
I'm gonna go check on him, and I'll head back after.
Okay.
Gardas.
She'll wander around trying to find him.
I traced the problem with the booze back to our booth. I am examining.
Let's see if you
everything.
actually did there. Let's
No, this
calm
happened.
down.
This happened last.
Did you?
Yeah,
How'd you do? I don't remember.
we figured it out because
Shinzo said that he had booze from.
he said that he only had one
Kamsu-chan.
cup,
Oh, no.
and it was from my booth.
That was the...
Oh, comes to
No, it was Huo.
Yeah,
somebody.
Yeah, Huo.
He-
Got it.
yeah,
Huo
Yes,
did it.
that did happen.
Mhm.
Yeah, you
That
told
was
us.
Huo.
yeah.
You told us.
You told us. That's
Yeah.
how it happened.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm fervently trying to figure out like what happened, like what's going on with the ale.
Ale investigation.
Yeah.
Perfect crime.
We'll see
You'll never find out.
if I can trace it back.
I mean, the inside of the barrel might be stained.
I will. I assume I'm going to have to roll something, and then we'll
Let's do a cooking lore.
cooking lore. Excellent. +6.
You know how to go through your inventory.
2 on the dice makes it an 8. No, I am going to spend a hero point on this one.
Oh,
This is something I
man.
want to figure out. That's a hero point. Okay, come on.
Come on, Gardas.
That's better. 19.
Yeah, you do find a barrel. It looks just like any of the other ones, though. You probably have a dozen of these at this point with how much alcohol you've been making. I keep accidentally clicking shit on my computer.
Is it? I mean, it was technically the one I gave Osu was kind of different, but I'm not determining that.
There was a label, and I believe you
He
put
did.
the label, and then he intentionally switched it.
Okay.
So, and you did not roll high enough to
got
put that together, but you did identify. And you can tell because the inside is stained.
Mhm.
This was supposed to be some of the stuff you've made, right? That's typically lighter. You haven't really made anything too dark from that. So
Got it.
something was up with this barrel for sure. You probably don't know exactly what happened to it, though, whether it was a brewing error or if it was tampered with.
No, this was sabotage.
Fair.
This
Play the character.
This is corporate warfare. Somebody is trying to sabotage our tea house. They don't want it to open back up. Who would do that?
Willow Shore Corporation.
Yeah.
I already forgot the line. What was the line from the poem I wrote? Corporate what?
Oh yeah.
Indifference?
Corporate
or
indifference.
Something like that.
That's the name of the ska band.
So yeah, that's Gardas' new mission to figure out who's trying to sabotage him.
That's all of your downtime activity.
This has become a pattern in your life.
Mhm.
Everyone's out to get him.
It's all so.
It's probably Kappa's.
Stefan wants
We don't
to
have to talk about Kappas right now.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe
just
maybe
too
Osu
much.
failed and Cedric did the old turnaround.
It's too much.
Stefan wants to make shadow puppets and s'mores with Violet and with Dan.
Like not ever ready for bed, and Violet's been ready for like
Violet's like
4 hours.
trying to humor him. He's like, falling asleep.
Oh, like your hand is like resting up, making a shadow puppet, and you're like snoring.
He does a dog, and I'm like, my dog looks like Angry Bird because I got the long nails, the claws. Looks like a beak instead of a
Don't have the
Snoot.
dexterity to make anything.
yeah.
So everyone's back in the Cerulean Boar, except for Osu. It's now.
I went looking for Osu.
Oh,
I said I was going to go find him and then head back.
okay. Osu, do you want to be found? Can you be found?
Oh yeah, I think that it would have been a priority for him to find Violet and talk to him about it, but he also can't see very well, so it might have taken him some extra time from the tears.
All right, give me a perception check. I said Ari.
Oh, I think
thought you
that's
said
all
all
I
right.
rolled a 2.
You can't see right now,
I can't see
anyways.
shit.
So I'm still frightened too. That is a 24.
Yeah, you find Osu. He
Okay.
seems to be stumbling.
She goes out to the river where he said he was going to float his lantern, and she'll.
You don't see any floating lantern.
It must have worked.
There's
It must be downriver.
a couple of little bubbles come up.
There's like a wad of glue on the bank, and she'll just make her way over to him.
Like wax and melted fur on the side of the riverbank from trying to use this candle.
What's going on, Osu? What's wrong? What happened? And she'll run over to him.
Dad, he's gone.
What do you mean gone?
I don't know what's going on. I need to find Violet.
Okay, he's gone back to the tea house. Let's go. And she'll hold his hand. Yeah. It's awkward.
I mean, my hands are down below my knees anyways. So.
That's
got
true.
long arms.
They're just
It works out perfectly.
the way that she loops arms with him, she really is just
Around the wrist.
just
Yeah,
holding his wrist.
Swings every other step.
She's kind of guiding him back.
I saw your lantern. It was beautiful.
Thank you. Tell me, what do you mean your dad is gone?
I don't know. He left. He's leaving. He's not coming back.
I'm so sorry.
You guys gather in the Cerulean Boar. Violet is asleep in the main serving area. Stefan by the fireplace, happily cooking various foods and eating more soup, drinking some of Cardis's ale.
What the hell is Stefan doing here?
You just won't shut up.
Me and Violet are best friends. I can hang out here anytime, he said.
Violet's dead
Oh
asleep.
no. So we make it back.
Yeah, everyone's back.
So she'll go get a cushion and put it on the floor near Violet in the fireplace and lead Osu over to it and start making tea. A hot beverage.
Violet is snoring.
And I grab Violet's tongue.
Ozu, whose house are we in?
Stefan's offended that you would harass Violet like that. What does he say?
Violet, it's
Hey, come on now. That's not he was sleeping.
the only way to wake him up.
Put your hand inside of his crocodile mouth.
I'm going to see how many times I can throw Kyle under a bus in 1 hour.
I love it. It's going to be a good time. I'm going to start getting more creative. Now that I know it's coming, I'm going to get the juices. Get the juices
The
loose.
Stefan juice is flowing.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, ineffective administrator. Let's go. All right.
We're in the tea house, Violet.
Okay. Is Stefan still here?
Yeah, he's still here.
Okay.
Listen,
Who invited him anyway?
I mean, it's his birthday. Did you know it was his birthday today?
Violet,
Who cares?
please.
Yeah.
Violet,
What's up? Why do you look so glassy-eyed?
Dad's gone.
Gone
Oh.
fishing? Gone dead? What do you mean gone?
Do you remember that one time that those people came to town and Dad disappeared for a couple of weeks? remember what he was wearing?
Oh yeah, he had that sick chain.
Ari comes back with some tea for everybody.
Dad's sick, Violet. He was wearing the same mask.
Uh-oh. He's sick?
He's real sick.
He's been sick ever since he got sick. That's not good. That's been like 4 weeks.
I don't think he's coming back, Violet.
Well, where's he going?
I don't know. He said I'd know where to find him. What's left of him.
Okay, so where is he going? He said you'd know.
Damn it, Violet. Could you just be my brother for 2 seconds?
Don't understand. He's gone to the monastery. Where else would he go if he wanted
he looked
to go
off
away?
to the west.
That's where the monastery is.
That's right.
The old monastery.
Yeah, the old monastery.
That's past the mist, isn't it?
Yeah, the path to the monastery was blocked off by the Wall of Ghosts, which is what you guys have been researching.
Yeah, so how's he going to get there?
I don't think Dad's going to care about a wall.
Maybe,
I mean, I don't know that he has any special powers or anything, but
Violet, we have to go after him.
Do you think he's like Shinzo? Like he might be able to just get through the mist?
you know, every child thinks their father is a superhero. I don't know that I'm a accurate judge. He's taught us everything: how to use weapons, how to climb, how to do magic.
By any chance, and this is very important, did he teach you how to walk through ghost mist?
This is very important.
Yeah, it's
No, you know, I didn't ask myself what would he do when we ran into the mist last time. I'm trying to think, but I mostly just remember the lamb and rice dish that he made.
oh.
Always thinking with your stomach, Violet.
I'm hungry. It's been like 3 hours since I had fish.
What kind of spices did he use? And Gardas gets out his recipe book.
I don't think this is really important right now.
Oh, sorry.
You know, we have to go. We have to go now.
Lamb is delicious.
Mhm.
You want to follow Dad?
Do you think that's smart?
I don't know.
Maybe we can... You said he's done this before. He seems qualified. Maybe we should at least sleep on it and wait till the morning. That way we would also all be full hit points.
Dad's path is Dad's path. He raised boys. He loved wife. He knows what he's doing. If you want to go look for him, I will go with you.
Stefan shoots his hand up frantically as if he has something to say.
Guys, you gotta understand, there's no bond greater than family, all right? It's, you know, having a father or son, it's the original licensure, all right?
Like,
A license written in blood. It can't be revoked, it's forever. You guys can't just leave your dad out there in the woods like this.
But don't you think that if he wanted you to go after him, he would have said that?
yeah, this conversation is definitely continuing. Every single person here is ignoring Stefan. Well, he's just talking to himself.
You guys are right. That was a dumb idea. You guys are right.
No,
I don't
it's
think
not.
it was dumb. I just, I think that
Stefan makes it seem pretty dumb.
that's, yeah.
Listen, I mean,
I was arguing for you, guy.
yeah, if Stefan wants to do it, we probably shouldn't be doing it.
This is some bullshit. I'm not gonna leave because I don't know where to go. I'm gonna go sit over there and eat my s'mores.
But I mean, it's not... feeling that way is, like Ari said, it's not a bad thing to feel that way, but we just gotta... We can't go into this stuff unprepared.
You're right. You guys are right. I'm just overwhelmed.
Yes.
Tony,
It's-
damn it, this is an emotional conversation. we're
When
trying to
Mike
have.
was like, that's a stupid idea. Everyone's like, when he's like, no one said that. He's like, but when Stefan so forth said
Yeah.
it just really got me.
Oh, Sue.
Sorry, guys.
Dad knows what he's doing. If you want to go look for him, I will go look for him. But I
No.
think you should have a little faith.
Oh, you're right. You're right, Violet. Thank you. Go back to bed.
Well, maybe eventually, like, maybe we should think about it in the morning so he doesn't end up dead like your mother.
I mean, he makes a good point. I really don't want to lose E. And if he's feeling all... What's the word for when you're trapped in the past? Wistful.
Oh, good. I couldn't think of that one.
Nice.
I thought you were going for nostalgic.
No.
Nostalgic has too
Shut
much
up,
of a
God.
positive.
God's always barking in my ear, giving me words. I got my own words.
Just have to take the time to find them.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think for now we should just rest on this a bit. Everybody's had a bit too much to drink, if I speak for myself.
Hey, Gardus, any chance you want to hit me with another one of them heals? Because I'm still pretty messed up.
How about this one? And I do a 3-action heal
Nice.
for everybody.
Perfect.
Here's my... Oh, 15. It's almost max.
And I'm full.
Yeah, I'm good again.
Cool.
Wait. I think it's just 2d8 right now.
Guys, this place is lovely, by the way.
Stefan! Don't take my healing. It's meant for everybody but you.
Walk away.
Go farther away.
30 feet minimum, Stefan.
This isn't meant for you.
Stand out on the patio till we call you.
We never call it.
You guys go out
But
there.
Yami's there.
Yeah, you guys go out there. He's out there with the magic cat, just like, this cat's so sweet, you know? We just get along.
What does Osu do after Violet goes to bed?
He's gonna go find a corner and collapse.
Ari's gonna play her Urhu for a while. Just like try to ease everyone's negative feelings. And then eventually she'll go. I think she sleeps upstairs.
Give me a performance check.
I've been only rolling 6s on those today.
Yeah, we definitely have rooms to sleep in. We all don't have to just like sleep in the living room.
It's a 25.
Oh, nice.
They might not be renovated.
Decrease your frightened value by 1.
Nice.
I'm going to stay up a little bit with Ari and what Gardus is doing. Like kind of looking for sabotage, like looking how somebody broke into the Cerulean Boar and was able to, under my nose, like corrupt our supply.
Give me a society check.
Ooh. 12.
You think you gather a couple of clues. It's going to take some more investigation, but
Yeah.
no solid leads. Like, I mean, nothing solid tonight, but you think if you stick with it, you're almost sure you can prove your theory.
Yeah, I'm just looking at a window, stroking my beard. Yeah, I mean, look at the scratches right here. They probably came in through this window.
Building is one of the oldest in Willow Shore.
Yeah,
And we just had a fight with the... What was that guy's name again?
Modu.
Oh yeah,
Modu.
in there. You're right.
And the giant toad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, for sure. But
Daffleroot cleaned it up, though.
acid. All right, yeah, and I eventually go to bed too when Ari stops playing. Like I kind of take it as a signal that it's getting late.
Freebird.
Doesn't he have a home?
He says in his own room, like,
Yeah, to myself.
And Willow Shore the next day is rather sleepy, as most everyone is late getting up. It seems as if the festival in spirit kind of continues on into today as a day of rest. We're going to just start going into long-term downtime activity. So we're going to go around the table. You guys are going to tell me, let's do preparation first, and then we're going to go back around and do your downtime second. How does that sound to everyone?
Sounds splendiferous.
I'm going
Sounds
to
great.
roll odds. I'm starting with life. Evens, I'm starting with Jeff. I got an 11. So
Odds it is.
life.
Which one is that, you guys?
Not Jeff.
Life. So preparation. This is for your security, food, and hope points.
Okay.
Do you know what you'd like to do, good sir?
I'm going to do research.
Ooh, okay. You're going to research the curse. How are you going about that, good sir?
So the Great Willow is not super helpful, mostly because I don't have a super high nature. I forget if it was Yosujin who was she the herbalist, or was that Igawa Jubei?
So yeah, Igawa Jubei is a wizard at Mother's Coil. Sojin Yu is from Graveside Manors, and yeah, a bit of an herbalist. She mostly knows history. She's the oldest living person in Willow Shore.
Oh, I guess it's going to have to be a solo investigation. That's the only one that allows me to use my Shinpashi lore.
Got it.
I guess I've got Pharasma lore. Is that okay? The one's based off of the other. I'd like to use my religion, but say lobby.
Yeah, it really doesn't allow you to use religion, which is kind of crippling.
Yeah.
Some
Unless
of our party
you
people
can think of a way to circumvent
Yeah.
the rules in the book.
Do you have Singpachi lore?
I have Pharasmic lore.
Oh, got it. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, you can roll that.
Okay. Oh, hero point. That's a 2 on dice.
2 on dice. I'm collecting hero points.
It's the flying butterfly.
That's a 10 plus 6, 16.
You're unable to make any progress.
Too upset.
Yeah, it's just you're not connecting any of the dots. Also, we just talked about this, but I forgot to. This is not a preparation activity. This is downtime.
So you got to do
which is
rest,
fine.
actually hope or focus
Yeah,
for food.
Oh, okay.
but that's okay.
Gotcha.
We'll switch to downtime for everyone then, and then we'll do preparation on the other way around.
I'm sorry.
No, it's good. It's good. I forgot to. Kyle.
My preparation time. Let me see.
So you are going to go to preparation.
Oh no, sorry. My personal time. Listen,
I forget
trying
you.
to be ineffective a 5'8" ineffective bureaucrat and a 7 foot tall lizard man is hard. Like you got to really think on your toes. You know?
Oh, when you wake up in the morning, Stefan's gone.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure he is. He left. He took some breakfast food that probably wasn't his. He
Yeah,
left
sure.
a note behind. He
Where'd
said,
my
"Thanks for the
pork
best
chops
birthday
go?"
ever."
What did so Ari's going to read the note. What does she read in Stefan's voice?
Okay.
Like one of those voiceovers when the character,
Mhm.
yeah, go.
Yeah.
Violet, best birthday ever. Bros for life.
Wow.
Love Stefan.
Yeah.
Okay. What is Violet doing for his downtime activity?
He's gonna drop off them hand wraps of mighty blows and the silver and the runes.
Okay.
Get those all going, and then he's gonna go see the Great Willow to research the curse.
Oh, wow.
yeah. What do you think about that?
Damn it.
So I was not expecting that. Do you guys want to go together?
You wanna be buddies?
No, sure, yeah.
I was gonna stop by and ask you for some sake anyway, because that's their favorite.
Oh, yeah. And I just want to mention, too, that now that we're in downtime, every single day I'm using a level 2 spell to create food and water for all the 4 of us, so that we don't actually have to worry about the rations of the town. That's just something I'm doing.
Okay, I like that. Nice, way to go. Oh, Gardus.
What?
I want to go see Great Willow. I don't know who these other people are or what it is that they want or know, but I know Great Willow. Do you want to come with me to see Great? Well,
Yeah, I was meaning to go do that anyways.
okay.
Talk to him about the curse, right?
Can we take some sake?
Yeah, of course. Do
I
we
don't
have
wanna
any
take-
sake?
Huh?
Do we have any sake?
Can't you make some?
No.
Roll a cooking lore.
Ooh, that was so close to a nat 20, but it turned into a 14.
You do not have any sake on hand.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I mean, I
let's
got
go
plenty of
see-
Bud Light.
Let's go see Matsuki. Let's go see Matsuki on our way out. Matsuki has sake.
All right, I got some wine I can trade him for.
Okay. Okay. So we go to Matsuki and then we go to Great Willow.
Yeah, just real quick to get the wine.
Yeah, we don't want to talk to him.
You know
Blow
what?
hard.
I mean, he was pretty trashed last night, too.
Probably hungover today.
Yeah.
Probably got another security guard propping him up. We're going to go knock on the door and he's going to be like, look at my security guard leg.
What?
It's just a security guard pretending to be his legs
What?
to hold him up.
All right.
You guys get to Old Mitsuki's place. One of his bodyguards opens the door and it was like, huh. Have you come here to confess?
What?
Confess to what?
Yeah.
What? In your tampering with the alcohol. You made several people very sick, and as soon as we can prove it, you're in trouble.
Nobody here tampered with anything. Well, we need to talk to Matsuki. We're more important than you. Get out of the way.
Matsuki's not seeing anyone, and he does not let you in.
What?
Okay. Listen, you bag of bones. We got wine to trade for sake. Go get us some sake.
Yeah, and take this wine. I just give him the wine.
Kind of looks you up and down. Are you submitting this as evidence?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
God, this guy is so dumb, Matsuki.
This guy should be friendly to
That's
us, right?
Yeah, it's South Bank. It should be friendly.
Matsuki's not here.
Are you giving us sake or no?
How much do you need?
Like a little case, just enough to get Great Willow drunk.
Case.
Yeah. You know, what are those things called?
Like 6 bottles.
They're made out of branches. And they've got the metal rings on them.
Bottle. Cask.
Cask, just a little one.
Case was very close.
Yeah, it was very close. I don't know why everybody makes fun of Violet for not knowing vocabulary.
He comes back with like one of those ceramic looking like gourds. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, and it's filled with sake. It's like 30 ounces.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's plenty.
It's tall.
I
Yeah,
say thank you and give him a pat on back.
That's pretty mean.
Not on shoulder.
on back.
On back.
Is there... I guess there's a difference.
Basic anatomy with Cardus.
And you guys begin hiking out to the Great Willow. Ari,
Ari is going to be working on, this is downtime, so she'll be working on the tattoo for Curtis. So
go into detail. Have we talked about that yet?
not on the air.
So if you're starting it, start it.
Okay, so she wants to make a 4th level faith tattoo, and it costs $80, just like the 80 gold pieces would be the
My
total.
immersion.
Nah.
I quit. Fuck this game. I didn't come here to talk about dollars. I ain't got enough of those in real life.
I feel like the conversion's pretty good though.
Just lost all 10 of our listeners.
The conversion's real good.
Half
It's
of
only
them
like
are us.
It's like 100 gold pieces for a house. So, you know, I'll take that conversion any day.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's 80 gold pieces for the faith tattoo at 4th level. So to craft it, it would be 42 gold pieces up front, and it takes 2 days for her to gather materials and whatnot.
Do you want to tell us what it does, or are we going to wait on that until it's done?
So the faith tattoo would give Gardas another heal spell at 1st level.
For my healing font.
So it wouldn't be 1st level; it'd just
Right.
level up with him, like
Right.
the rest of his other healing fonts.
Yeah,
So-
it would just... It's a...
Got it.
So how many do you have right now, Gardas?
4. And so that would give me a 5th.
5. Yeah.
And I can't remember, it's either level 5 or 6 that I naturally get another one. So pretty soon here, I'm going to have just so many heals to hand out to you guys
Spam in heals.
that I might not be as stingy with them.
I hope that's
I
not
doubt it. So yeah, so she'd be working on that, and I think while he's not at the tea house, she's working on like infusing the inks with magic, singing, humming,
stenciling it out.
stenciling it out, mixing different things into the ink to get it to
Sharpening
do what
some
she
needles.
needs.
Give me a crafting check.
Okie dokie.
Doling
This is
some
the important
needles.
one.
You get the dull needles if she's mad at you and the sharp needles if she's happy.
This is an important one.
That's a 10 minus 1.
Is she still feared?
You are no longer frightened. Sorry. Next
Oh.
day, you feel
Gone.
better.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
You're good. So that is a crafting. So that's 21, including my +1 for my crafter's eyepiece.
That is a success.
Okay.
Can she get another +1 if she uses the tea set?
I put the inks in the tea pot and make it.
With your crafter's eyepiece.
Yes.
Item bonuses don't stack.
Does this face look amused to you?
Yeah, actually, it looks like it's having a pretty good
You could
time.
say anything you wanted. All right, you guys make your way to the Great Willow.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, see, that's the Great Willow right there. How pretty is that tree?
We put out the sake.
Wait, hang on just a minute. Great Willow's here like 1,000 years. We'll be here another 1,000 years. You don't have to rush everything. Just enjoy the sights. Be a tree for a second.
Just because the willow has all this free spare time doesn't mean we do.
Gardus, Willow's not going to appreciate your impatience.
I gotta get back to the tea house.
You got to be cool. You got to be part of the nature.
Yeah, I mean,
Take a breath. Big breath. Big breath, Gardus.
I'm just holding my breath.
Out of spite. Like a 2-year-old.
But as he's taking
Great
deep
Willow,
breaths,
we're ready to see
put
you.
the sake down and take a step back and just kind of reverently wait patiently as I can.
After a long, long moment, a breeze comes through, caresses the branches of the willow tree, and you hear a familiar voice. Just good to see you are well.
Great Willow, I'm so happy to see you. We brought you some sake.
I love sake.
I know. Hey, Great Willow, did you ever hear from your friend who was missing from the Southern Grove?
No, they are gone. As you said they were.
That's good. Hopefully they're okay wherever they went.
I am hopeful.
Hey, while we're here, Gardas has some questions for you.
Yeah, where Mugapti, just all of this mist and stuff around us, we thought it had something to do maybe with Mugapti. The cultists were doing some stuff. It's hard to make words sometimes.
Do you know what's going on, Grey Willow? Do you have anything that you can share with us?
Yeah.
Roll a nature check. Would someone like to aid, or are you going to roll individually?
Ooh, I got a pretty decent nature.
Um.
I'm going to roll individually.
Okay. Gardas?
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Individually or aid?
I'll aid.
Okay.
My nature isn't that great.
Roll first.
Okay. 10. Does not aid.
No aid.
10 total?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Oh,
you
nice.
said, it's not good.
27.
Ooh. Doesn't need my help.
You get a research point.
We got one.
Yay.
Now, Violet knows things other people don't know.
I believe that's 2 research
Yep.
points.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
Are we limited, Metatalk? Are we limited? Like, can I come back to the Great Willow every day and ask for reports? Or
You can get up to a maximum 2 research points from the Grey Willow.
okay.
And you now know that the cursed borders to the north, south, east are subtle and hard to interact with without stepping directly through them. Whereas the border to the west, the Wall of Ghosts, is a visible barrier with recognizable spiritual elements. As such, it's likely an easier a barrier to attempt to remove. Further, the ruins of the Tansugi Monastery lie beyond this wall, and if this site can still be reached, the lore and libraries within will be valuable in learning more about the curse itself.
Ooh.
Construction on the Tansugi Monastery began back in 7020, the same year Willowshore was founded, but the monastery was abandoned in 7062, and much of its lore was lost or forgotten. You've hit your first checkpoint in your research.
Finally, after 3 weeks.
Yay.
Closer to 4.
Is this week 3 or week 4?
Week 4.
Week 4.
Oh, I thought this was week 3.
The festival of First Long Night concluded week 3.
Okay, so, what you're saying is we just walk right through the ghost wall? We can do that?
That is not what was said. No, what was said was the Wall of the Ghost is a visible barrier, which means that it's likely easier to be able to be removed. Whereas none of the other parts of the barrier are even really visible until you're already being affected by them.
Okay.
That makes sense. Because we didn't see anything anywhere else except
Yeah.
for at the ghost wall.
Mm-hmm. But we could theoretically try and remove the barrier to pass. Do you have any information on how to remove it then? Oh, Great Willow?
Do you have any more sake, bitch?
Ooh.
You got what you rolled.
I told you,
Next time
Gardas.
aid that check, he would have had a critical success.
I told you, Gardas. You got to be patient. Great Willow is tree spirit.
So we just come back next week with more sake, I guess. Hey, Great Willow.
Yes.
I guess we'll come back next week.
Okay. I'll keep concentrating on the curse.
Yeah.
Bye, Great Willow.
Do you like just sake, or is there anything else you like?
Sake's the best.
Oh. Well, it would have been better for me if you would have said ale or something like that, because I can just make that out of thin air almost.
Yeah, but I've had your ale.
So,
I want sake.
no. I mean, could have just said something nice about it.
I like the sake.
Let's go, Gartus.
You hear the disembodied voice of the no longer manifest Great Willow.
Yeah,
Goodbye, Grey Willow. Thank
kind of
you, Grey
hanging my
Willow.
head as we leave.
You did great, Gartus.
Thanks.
All right. You guys have learned about your curse. You guys have... what did you do, Ari? Was it relevant?
Tattoo.
Oh, yeah. You started crafting. Let's go back around and see how you guys are going to help Willowshore out. Gardiska drunk?
I am going to work on the tea house.
I think that's a good call. How many restoration points do you guys currently have?
Dose.
I also
All right.
have 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do, Gardy?
I'm really just fixing it up, preparing for a big grand opening. I think I have like signs out front that say like grand opening 3 weeks or something like that. I don't know exactly how much time it's going to be, but Gardas would have a better knowledge of that.
Give me a crafting check.
Okay, then.
And are you going to expend any gold to do this?
I don't know if I have much gold to spend.
If you did about 10, it increases your odds.
I don't
It's a
have
lot
10
of
Yeah,
gold.
it's a lot of gold for us poor folk. No, I'm just going to go straight crafting. No gold. Damn it.
Oof.
This is important, but it's a 3 on the dice. This is an important thing, but I don't know if I want to use my last hero point. No, I'm saving my hero point. So, crafting is 9.
Bow.
That's a critical fail.
Son of a bitch.
Buddy.
I was hoping that wasn't going to happen.
You destroy one of the upper pillars, setting you back weeks. You lose a restoration point.
Oh.
Setting us back 1 week, not plural. That's an important distinction to me.
I guess we'll see.
Remember, we did a long rest and we had weeks. Everybody put your hit points to full, Kyle.
I don't know why you single me out. It's not like I've ever made that mistake.
Ari?
I will try to befriend the cat.
So give me a nature check as you try to find this cat.
That's a preparation?
Yeah, we just talked about that.
Where was I?
I don't know.
I
Right
think I was-
there. You were sitting right there.
You were ruining the tea house. That's where we
Yeah,
were.
You were in there trying to smooth the board with the jack plane, you rookie.
Very frustrated. So I rolled a 2 on the dice.
Mm-hmm.
I will use my hero point.
Wow, it's that important?
I'm just tired of rolling like complete shit. Well, that's an 11. 18.
That's a success. You're able to find Yami, and as you walk up, I don't want to misgender this cat.
It's a hermaphrodite. It's both.
It's both. That's why it's lived so long.
Yami jumps into your arms as you approach
Yummy.
and just does that cat thing, head under your chin, just caressing you, purring.
Biting you every once in a while for no reason.
Yeah.
It is. How are you? And she'll like scratch its head behind its ear and pet it and give it the snacks that she brought for it.
Yami seems to have taken a liking to you.
I have to imagine that the cat is like a little bit of a burden for you.
I'm sure it knocked me down,
Yeah.
but it doesn't, I don't have to fall very far. So it wasn't like it scared the cat.
Yeah, right. How much do you weigh?
I weigh, I think it's, let me see, I think 32 pounds.
So it's probably like
Yeah.
barely double the weight
I'm
of the cat.
2 foot 8 inches and 32 pounds.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Cats
this
are-
cat's about a quarter of your weight.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be like me catching a cougar. Come here, kitty.
How much do you weigh?
260.
Cool. Violet?
So, not to metagame anything, but we have 12 hope, 7 food, and 1 security.
That's not metagaming. That's a very serious concern.
So
Yeah.
do I have a specific Yami point?
No.
No.
No,
Okay.
this works a little differently.
Okay. I'm just trying to make sure I track it properly.
Yeah, he's saying you don't have points and they do have points. You don't have points worth different.
I think I just said it was a
Yeah.
preparation activity.
I heard a lot of things.
Most of them are voices in your head.
Yep. All right, so Violet has heard God say on many occasions that the roofs need repair in town, and
That's not God. That's the chairman.
no, it was you, not the roofs of the tea house, but you've said a few times about how there's some fixing up that needs done around town.
Yeah, for security points.
Yeah. So I don't think that Violet could walk through town day after day after day and not be like, okay, fine, let's go fix this. Your roof shouldn't be leaking on you or whatever. So he's going to spend some time helping people fix up their houses.
To repair and restore. So you begin helping people build. Some of it's shops, some of it's houses. You can give me a crafting check, an architecture or labor lore, or an athletics.
Athletics. He's just moving the heavy stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, you nail it in. I'll put it where you need it.
Beast of burden.
Beast of burden. Talented beast of burden. 26.
Ooh, that's a standard success. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm looking at the wrong thing. But I'm sure that'll be fine, right? Yeah, thanks, research. Reinforce 8. Oh, that's fine. You get 1 security point.
Yay.
1 security point as work remains on schedule, largely because of your help.
Picking up some beams, putting down some beams. Picking up some stones, putting down some stones.
Osu?
I see a lot of people are like, they're wandering around and they're like kind of hungover, and especially the people with the purple stained mouths are like having a really bad time.
Yeah, and they still have stained mouths.
So I'm going to open like a mini clinic out of the Cerulean Boar, and I'm just going to be like, get your hangover cures here, and gonna treat people.
And you specifically should know how to treat it because you're the one who did it. You know exactly.
I mean,
the
Gardus,
remedy.
I'm gonna just try a bunch of things and see what sticks.
Well, this was Jeff because Gardus doesn't know that. But
Give me a medicine check.
Okay.
does he get a plus because he knows exactly what
Can
poisons
I
him?
use my assurance, or do I still have to roll it?
You
You
could
probably want to roll it.
you could try your assurance.
Oh, I'll roll it.
DC's probably higher.
Natty 20, baby.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, see? You know exactly what to do.
Just take
Some
2
more
of these. You'll be
security points.
fine.
You are unable to remove the stains from their mouths,
Oh,
despite
yeah.
the natural 20, but the hangover cures are almost instant.
Oh, that's perfect.
You get a hope point as people are able to bounce back the next day, and you get 1 preparation point that Osu, life, you can choose where to go. Don't let these jerks around the table influence you.
Oh, well, I put out a little like donation box while I'm doing it, and all the proceeds will go to fixing up the tea house.
Oh,
So I'd like a restoration, please.
which is also a preparation. I see what you did there. You got me, you son of a bitch. I love that. Take your restoration point.
Awesome. You just undid all those screw ups that Gardus did
You
over the whole week.
you had a backup plan for Gardus. That's amazing.
I feel like it happens like you get like the biggest donation as
Yeah.
we hear the beam break
Yeah.
and Gardus like falls down. And he's like, oh no.
I do-
He's embarrassed about
I do want to ask: is it chaotic evil that Osu poisoned a bunch of people, got him sick, and then cured it for profit for his own place?
We're not going to touch
I think
that.
that's lawful evil.
Lawful evil.
Yeah, you're
I didn't
following
mean
the
to
rules.
poison anybody.
Lawful
I mean,
evil.
They were drinking poison to begin with. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say they didn't really get poisoned. They just got to where they wanted to be quicker than they thought they would. Hero points all around.
That-
Four hero points around the table.
Is still just an amazing sequence of events that you just laid out there. Like, holy shit. That is exactly what he did. Son of a bitch.
As the days begin going by, Nakamura Yuming comes to the Cerulean Boar. She's a slightly older woman, or late 40s, early 50s, maybe. She is lovingly referred to as Mama Bao. She runs the steamed bao shop in town.
Those are the sticky buns with meat in
She
them.
has the
Mhm.
best bow.
Mama Yao's got the best bow.
So good.
Ham bow, pork bow.
What's her name again?
Yuming, but most of you would probably call her Mama Bao.
Mama Bao.
Mhm.
Mama Bao.
Yeah, and she owns Mama Bao's. It is the steamed bun shop. It's very close to where you guys are, staying in the Cerulean Boar. And she's like, she comes to you. She's kind of nervous. She seems almost embarrassed. Gardas, you can't help but think to yourself, oh no, not another shit snake situation. She seems like rightfully embarrassed. Like,
What's going on, Mama Bao? Do you need some tea?
oh, that sounds... And she's kind of shaky. That sounds lovely, dears. Please, may I come in?
Of course, yes. And she'll give her a little cushion and start making some tea.
She
going
dabs
on?
at her forehead. It's clearly a little moist, a little sweaty. I've just been having the worst week. Someone's been messing with my shop.
You too?
Mine too. Ours too.
Oh,
This is insane.
that's actually, I'm relieved. I thought I was being targeted.
We're both being targeted.
Oh no.
Let's hear what she has
We
to
gotta
say.
let's figure this out.
Well,
Also, put more honey in your barbecue sauce. It'll taste better.
Curtis,
oh, thank you.
there's the time and a place.
I really like them. They're very good, but it could be better.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'll note that. Yeah.
Go on.
You know, you can always make special requests. My shop has been, I don't know, at first it was just like things were knocked over and, you know, some of the food seemed clearly tampered with. But this morning, I lost every customer I had. Oh man, this is terrible. Every single bun I made the night before was just filled with hair.
Oh no, that's awful.
Do you guys remember those centipedes?
They did talk about hair.
A lot, like the whole time, all the way until they died. Their dying breaths were like, more hair. It was disgusting.
I've closed up my shop and I can't rightfully open it again until I figure out what's going on, but
No, that's terrible. Your steam buns are good.
What kind of hair was it, Mama Bao?
That's a weird question.
That's not
That's
weird
a
at
good
all.
question. What if it was like goat hair or bear hair or something?
it was just really long, fine strands of black hair.
Yeah.
Did you eat any?
No.
Did we fight anything that had long black hair?
No, but we gotta go figure this out. Mama Bao can't close down her shop.
Do you mind if we go look around?
Yeah.
Please, you can stay there as long as you need. I'm gonna go stay with my sister down in South Bank for a while. But yeah, she holds out keys to Mama Bao's shop. Yeah, you can. I hope you can find something, but
Violet takes the keys. I own 2 houses now.
Is there anything else that happened?
no, I mean, this was the worst of it. Like I said, when it started, it was just small things, but all of my buttons, you have to understand, before I close, I prep about 40 of them, 60 of them if I know it's going to be busy. Every single one of them. And we're not just talking a little bit. They were, all of the fillings just filled with hair.
Was there sauce still or just hair?
I mean, what the hair couldn't soak up was still there.
Ooh.
You know who has black hair? Cedric.
Sanker.
60 buttons worth?
Really long,
He
fine
could have been
black
collecting
hair.
it for years.
So, does anyone
You're
else
right.
have?
It's the perfect crime.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have keys to the shop or access in?
As far as I know, these are the only keys to the shop.
That was a really smart question, Ari.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go take a look around. We'll figure this out, okay?
Yeah, we're gonna go question Cedric.
No, let's just go to the shop first.
Cedric was there this morning. He was
See?
one of the ones that bit into it.
He returned to the scene of the crime. That's a lot of criminals do that.
He was
He
so
was-
upset he broke a chair.
He was
That's
trying
not very
to
nice.
obfuscate his guilt.
Good.
It's a big word for you, Violet. I'm really
Good.
proud.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He's getting better.
He has.
Gardas has been making fun of me.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but you need somebody there to. You learn faster, right? Anyway, listen, Mama Bao, we're gonna take care of this, okay? Your buns can't. The town needs your buns.
Gardus likes your buns.
Oh,
I get that a lot.
Yeah, I've been workshopping some new ideas for new slogans, and I think that's a pretty good one. Like, best buns in town, right?
I do like that.
Get your hands on our buns.
That's a little too sexual.
Warm, sticky buns? Yes,
Gross.
no?
Bow down. I'm down for bow.
Bow down for sticky buns.
Bow down to these buns.
I think we should all go into a new business together and forego the remaining 2.5 books in this campaign.
Yeah, let's just, screw the ghost.
Yeah.
Let's open up a new shop.
Fuck these haunties, am I right?
Oh, do you surf pho too?
We can do pho. I mean, it's not my specialty, but yeah, I surf pho.
All right, let's go.
Yeah,
Granny
okay.
bow
You know what?
pho.
Mama.
And Mama
Mama
Bow.
bow.
Granny bow.
Mama Bow, we're
Mama
going to
Bow
take care of
pho.
this for you, okay? The town needs your buns, and so I think that's...
We're going to prove that your buns aren't hairy to the whole town. All right? You just leave it to us.
That was a one-time situation.
We're going to show everybody that your buns aren't hairy.
smooth buns. Filled with just the right stuff.
barbecue pork and other such meats.
With more honey.
Yes, I'm going to mention it.
Yeah, no, you already did.
Yeah, again.
Okay. No, I understand.
You just did.
Repeating it adds emphasis, and you remember things better that way.
Yeah, well, I've been doing it a long time.
Yeah, you have.
Mama bow.
Okay. So, yeah, we got the keys. I think we can just head down there right now.
I'm already on my way.
I'm looking up at the rafters, and I'm like,
You're the only one still talking to her. Everybody else has left.
I think I kind of need to let these rafters settle for a little bit after I was working on them. So we should probably go figure this out first.
It's probably not safe to be inside right now.
Hit the road as you have to do during construction.
Slow cracks are opening up.
That's good. That's good.
That's clearly what he meant by settling.
Yeah. All right.
It's not hard to find. Again, you guys are in downtown, so it's just a quick hop and a scoot over to Mama Pow's shop. It's a very small building.
Oh yeah, I've been coming to eat your buns for.
She's not.
Not here.
That's Jeff talking to Tony. She does not follow you guys there.
I
It's
thought that was her giving
He's
us
just
directions.
talking to himself.
I'm singing a little song. Gonna eat Mama's buns.
there's about 8 tables in here. 6 of them are big enough for about 2 people, with 2 of them big enough for about 4 people. The kitchen takes up most of the space, which is behind the counter. There's also like a Chipotle style counter where you can like add what you want to make the bows. And Ari, you're the first one to see that there is a extra sweet barbecue sauce that would be exactly what Gardus would want. He just didn't realize it was an option. Whether you mention anything to him about it or not is up to you. But you
definitely do.
have the run of the space to yourselves right now. There's no one in here. You have to unlock it. But yeah, it's pretty quiet. It looks like a pretty standard kitchen. A lot of big mixing bowls and the like.
I'm going to have a look around the building.
You forgot the most important part.
I usually do.
Does the sauce bar have a sneeze guard?
No.
Okay.
Stefan's not here. We don't have to worry about what Stefan would do.
Stefan might show up. You don't know.
You never know.
Violet's
Stefan's
thinking
mysterious.
like Stefan now. He's spending too much time with him.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll go inside. OC wants to look around the outside, and then I want to look at the already made buns.
Okay.
I'm going to taste every sauce. I'm like dipping multiple fingers into all of the
Gross.
stuff beyond the sneeze guard and just
Then you run out of fingers and you start over.
Did you wash your hands, Gardus?
yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the least of the problems. with all the
Give
hair.
me perception checks.
Okay. Everybody?
Sure.
Nah.
Come on.
Natural 20.
Hey.
26.
20.
A 6 on dice plus 7 is 13.
So while the boys are dicking around, Ari, you begin putting things together. First, you confirm that almost everything in here has hair in it. including some of the sauces that Gardas has been trying.
He doesn't
like a-
even slow him down.
There's like a hair hanging
he
out of
gives
his
a big,
mouth.
like, just pulls. He thinks it's his beard or
Yeah, it's
something.
probably just his beard hair.
Yeah.
No, I feel like I realize it, but I still keep going.
Yeah.
Gotta try
part
them
of it.
all.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
part of it.
It's a good investigator.
Thorough. Very thorough.
Ari, you also notice that the hair is all almost exactly the same, with only slight variations in length. It seems to be very fine, like well cared for hair. And it all seems to have been like plucked directly from the scalp rather than cut with a knife.
Follicles. Yeah, so it's follicle. That's weird.
Do I recognize the hair? Does it like remind me of anyone?
Give me a society check.
Ooh.
It's very quickly turning into a Sweeney Todd.
Ooh, good reference.
23.
My son was telling me about the musical that he wanted to write, and I was like, dude, you're literally describing the story of Sweeney Todd. He was like, what? So yeah, it's a musical that already exists about a murderous barber.
/ meat pie maker.
Yeah,
That part's important.
Yes.
gotta have the meat pies.
You distinctly do not recognize your hair. This hair.
Your hair.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
Not the same color as mine, so it's not me.
She looks at Violet quizzically. Is it Violet's hair?
She's going to process of elimination all the people in Willow Shore. You wouldn't know anyone to have this great of hair, this long of hair, and then this much of it. Whoever did this, you think would have to be bald by now, which would be a striking difference that like you would easily know who it is, and you don't know of anyone who's recently gone bald. You also realize how difficult it would be for Mama Bao to make her buns and then have hair show up in them afterwards.
Right. This has to be something supernatural.
It's very, 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 very weird.
There's enough seats in here for 16 people.
I mean, it's not the size of the restaurant that matters. It's the food you cook in it.
I wasn't making it. I was just.
And this is actually pretty good. I'm taking notes in my recipe book and trying to like write things of how she could actually improve all the different sauces. And
God.
Can I do an occultism check to see if I find any other signs of supernatural or like magical
Do it.
interference? Okay.
yeah, can I do a crafting check or a cooking lore check that would be like how if it would be possible to get the hair into the buns or something without disturbing the buns?
Do it.
Yes.
That's a 16.
Natural 20.
Hey, finally.
The answer is no.
Can I do a nature check to see if there's any animals I know of that could be related to the hair?
Ari, you cannot pick up any traces of supernatural phenomena here other than what you've already picked up. Gardas, you know that it is probably more likely that the buns were replaced rather than hair getting into them after the fact.
Of course.
If that's what happened, but then, you know, the argument is who's making these buns with all the hair in them.
And why?
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do something here.
Hair doesn't even really have much flavor.
One of the buns, I've tasted all these sauces. One of the buns that is filled with hair, I'm gonna cook it and eat it. Because I want to determine if I think that if the buns were like, do they taste, other than the hair, do they taste like Mama Bao's buns?
Please have him roll for hairball, please.
Violet Wagon, do you want to roll a nature check?
Yes. That'll play. Is that a 15? These dice are hard to read. I really have to work on it. 23.
You have no idea of any kind of animal with this long of black hair.
Okay.
Give me a cooking lore check, Jeff.
Another?
Yeah, because you're going to cook it and eat it. I'll give you a bonus.
Okay.
You know, guys, animals generally have hair or fur, and when you have fur, it grows in short lengths, and hair just keeps growing like forever, basically. And all the animals I can think of just have fur, except for like the races of men. Some of them have hair, except for me.
Don't poodles have hair?
Yeah, sometimes recessive. You know, it shows up every once in a while, but it'd be unusual.
What are you talking about?
This would be a really messed up poodle at this point. If somebody grew it out all long and then
It's not
shaved
an
it.
animal. That's what I'm
Cut, like
saying.
pulled out the individual hairs.
Anyway, what I'm saying is I don't think it's an animal.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't find anything outside. Gardas, are you going to eat that?
15 plus whatever bonus you're giving me, and I'm going to say, does anybody else want to try these to
Nope.
aid me?
No.
I'll try it. Why not? Let's do
I'm
it.
going to toss one up towards you.
Everyone who eats one, roll me a fortitude save.
Yes. I like
27. No, 26.
Hey.
Ooh, it.
rolling. Fortitude is, 28.
Okay.
Are we okay?
It's almost impossible to eat. There's just too much hair. You guys are like chewing on it and choking on it. But god damn it, does it taste good.
The bun tastes like Mama Bao's bun.
Like the texture's there. You think maybe Gardas fucked it up a little bit when he cooked it, but maybe if Mama Bao came through, like this would be what you're looking for.
Interesting.
Oh
If
my God,
you
I
weren't
can't watch.
choking on this hair.
I'm like-
and it's so stringy. Like you bite into it, and it's like this noodle, like this string of cheese that won't break.
I'm going to go back outside.
Like a sommelier, I'm like swishing the hair around in my mouth.
Flossing with it.
Violet's obviously realizes he bit off more than he can chew about halfway into it, and then so he's trying to like get it out, but
It's
he's like,
stuck.
stuck in his big old teeth.
Yeah, it's not cutting.
So he's just got the dog with peanut butter thing going on, where he's like,
Ari tries to help him, but she's like gagging the whole time. She's like, hold still, hold still. Oh my gosh, it's so gross.
I
It's
mean,
not that
okay.
bad. Tastes good.
Yeah, if you cut out the hair, it's actually pretty good.
It just had a hair in my mouth, which is weird.
Okay, so sorry, go.
Is there another room behind the counter?
Mhm.
I want to look and see if there's any records of anything. Was there another person that may have had access to her recipes?
Yeah, so somehow these are Mama Bao's buns, but they were tampered with somehow. So
Replaced likely, but
but it could not replaced because these are hers, unless somebody else like our
who knows
Courtney
the
said.
recipe?
Yeah.
Maybe we should go in and ask her if anybody else knows the recipe.
Well, let's keep. Courtney was checking out everything.
We just interrupted her.
Yeah.
That was rude of us.
Well, I
No,
said I'm
she
waiting
was-
for Tony to
Oh.
tell me.
She was done, but that is exactly what she said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like if there's another one working here, like
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, you start going through everything, and there's no real records. Like it just hasn't been super necessary in her bun shop.
What color hair is Mama Bao's?
Black,
Well, it was black.
How long is it?
short,
Short. It wasn't long.
just above the shoulders.
What do I see in these other rooms?
Storage. The first part is an extension of the kitchen. There is a small closet at the end with a trapdoor ladder, and if you go up that, you find a living space. It seems big enough for, maybe 3 people, like 2 beds, 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, but it looks as if she's been living up here alone for a while.
Does she have a hairbrush?
Maybe we should set up.
You could probably go through and find all of her toiletries.
I at least for due diligence want to compare the hair in the buns with her hair in like a hairbrush or something.
Okay.
Maybe she's possessed, and she makes hair buns at night.
It might be the strongest lead that we have.
You notice in her brush, it is a combination of short black hair and short gray hair. It's kind of wavy
So probably not long enough to.
and not nearly as fine.
Okay.
It's not a good match.
No, that rules that out. I was. Well, yeah.
I'm gonna start going through bags of flour. Gonna open jars and
Does she have any
sacks.
Does she have any magical books? Like bound in human flesh or anything, just laying around?
You guys begin to tear this place apart.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
You are dumping over flour sacks,
Yeah.
and tipping over pans,
Whoa.
starting small fires, and you don't come up with anything. You have gone through all the stuff here, and you have only found hair in the prepared food. You haven't found anything else knocked over. You haven't found anything else really out of place. Just hair in the prepared food.
How does Mama Bao stay so clean? just
What do you-
covered in flour.
Yeah, what are you talking about? I mean, I look around. This place is kind of a mess.
We look at like Gardas is spotless, Ari is spotless, Violet is spotless, and you're just wrecked.
Just caked.
Yeah.
No, I
Just
think
completely
I think at some point Gardas got a little bit frustrated with knowing some of this information but not figuring it out, and he was probably roughing the place up a little bit, like trying to find more clues and stuff too. So he's not totally innocent in all this.
Okay, guys, let's go over what we know real quick. Maybe we're missing something. Stop me if I got anything wrong, okay? She prepared her buns the night before. Yes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
When she served them today, they're full of hair. Yes?
Yeah.
They taste like Mama Bao buns.
right. They were her buns.
They were her buns.
Well, at least her
I'd
dough.
know those. I'd know her buns anywhere.
It's at least her dough. And it was either
No, the sauce was the same. Everything.
it was either magically replaced or it was replaced after she prepped them.
I'm going with magically because I would know that you can't like just swap out the innards of a bun without like destroying the bun itself.
But what if they just made new outers too?
No, that's what I went through this already and kind of did a check to figure it out.
Oh,
Nobody has ever swapped one thing of food for another, ever. It's
Again,
impossible.
But the other thing, though, is that it's all the hair is almost exactly the same, and they all have the follicles in them. So
Yeah, that
where's
is
all
weird.
this hair coming from?
I think it's magical.
do you guys know any stories about hair monsters?
I would like to do a Willow Shore lore check to see if there's
Well, that's
any
Mhm.
like history that I can think of a guardian or like spirits here, anything like that.
Every time we run into some kind of novel monster, it reminds me of that demon in Japanese mythology that's a foot and it stomps through your roof and you have to like clean it and massage it before it'll go away.
Oh yeah, that one's pretty neat. I like that
Yeah.
one.
It's horrifying. Roll it.
Okay.
Willow or Shore.
Yeah, is there any religious like
I was thinking,
hair demon?
I was thinking medicine maybe.
15.
Somebody's got sudden alopecia.
And
That's sad.
It's a brutal spell.
Sudden alopecia. Demoralizes you.
oh no!
You know nothing. Absolutely nothing. You're racking your brain, but this is just gross and weird. And stranger still that Mama Bao is the only one affected by it.
I feel like
No,
gotta-
we were affected by the curse too.
Do you guys want to do a pray about it? Think about your holy books. Do you know?
Yeah, I get. Is there any kind of hair demon or something that's known to curse food?
Did we already do a medicine?
I don't think so.
No.
I'll try medicine. I think maybe we should go talk to Mama Bao again.
I would try religion if I think that would do anything.
Yeah, take a stab.
3 on
Sure.
dice with 7. That's 10. Unless you want to give me assurance.
You don't think that these would be as good of a hangover cure as what you came up with.
Fair. 22 for religion.
It's definitely not the hair of the dog that bit you.
Hmm. Are there hair demons?
There's 100% hair demons.
Is there a god of hair?
I feel like you guys are making fun of me right now because
No, not at all.
you would know that the hair demons are real.
Gardas, you feel like it is. You don't know if there is a hair demon, but you feel like it's something like that. There's some sort of malicious presence that you're kind of tapping into. It's the only like residual thing you can feel from this place, other than the flower in the air that's choking your lungs as Osu shakes himself.
I told you, it's magical.
You're
What did
the
you
only
find
one.
out?
You're the only one who feels that though, so you're gonna have to convince him.
Yeah.
What is it, Gardas?
I feel a presence in the air. It's maleficent in nature. I can feel there's maybe a spirit here or
Oh God, I'm shedding again.
a demon or something
Okay.
that just does Mama Bao have any long dead enemies or something? We gotta go talk to her, I think. Or
Flowers filling the room.
Is there any way for us to draw out demon?
yeah.
Like
There's
if you
lots of
put
ways.
out jar of pickles?
No.
Oh, so you doing okay?
It's just really thick over here.
Yeah, it's a
You
whole
can't
cloud of
see
flour.
Osu. He is concealed. to
Ozu,
you.
why does it keep spreading? You had a little on you earlier and you're coated now. What are you doing?
I don't know. The bag was full and now it's empty.
You just dumping
It's
flour on
everywhere.
yourself.
Okay, let's go through this again real slow. Make sure we didn't forget anything.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, I don't think we have to do that because
So Mama Bao came to us.
at this point, it's a spirit or something that's haunting her.
Can't
Okay.
you guys?
How do we see ghosts?
Okay, I'll pray it away. Are you guys
wait,
ready?
Didn't you just get ghost touch on your hand wraps?
Yeah.
Just start punching the air. See if you connect.
Yeah.
Just see if you
Look
connect.
at you
with anything.
guys.
You guys begin wrecking the bow shop
No.
even more.
No, I was punching in the
Hands and pods going everywhere. You realize that if a spark were to go off, this place would erupt,
We made ourselves a bomb.
and we fade to black.
Oh my god.
Mama always.
Long moment goes by, and then a familiar breeze caresses through the hilltop, rustling the willowy trees, branches. Shit.
Willowy trees branches.